Welcome back, it's Melanie, your She Shed Scrapper. So today I am back with a one-page Disney layout because I had a couple of photos left over from Saturday's layout. So I am going to be using some scraps as well. I believe this yellow piece is from that layout. And then this here is actually the School Life collection from Simple Stories, I believe. I had used it as a border actually on an upcoming layout, so you get a sneak peek. I forgot. I am switching a couple of videos around this month, so there will be a Disney layout actually with that fun diagonal striped paper coming up as a border. So that is just what I had gutted out of that. So I have these two photos left over, like I said, and I just decided I had them printed that I should just probably scrapbook them, and they are goofy photos of my oldest at Disney, and so I just kind of went with it, and this really came together pretty quickly. I just lined them both up on a white piece of paper, and I will go back and mat that again. I didn't really have an idea after I placed those two scrap pieces down what to do. I knew I needed to kind of fill in some space, and I remembered I had a paper with a giant Mickey, and so I fussy cut that out, and I used that to help fill in that big space. And then it kind of also helps you realize where we are, I guess. Nothing in the photos screams Disney. I mean, he is in front of the Eiffel Tower in France, but you know, if you didn't know, I guess, anything about Disney, I guess you wouldn't really know that these photos were taken there. And then I think the other one was when we got off of Frozen, so Norway, I believe. So I did mat them in red. I had that just kind of a scrap piece next to me, and that worked with the red in the diagonal striped. Like I said, those two pieces, I know the striped is from a different collection, but I think the majority of the embellishments I'm using are the Say Cheese. I think it's the Magic collection from Simple Stories. They have so many new amazing Disney collections lately, with so many bright colors that I don't know, I'm just really enjoying using the new collections. I did decide to get, I believe these are the alphas from Discover and Create from Vicky Boutin, and I just liked how they were kind of funky and different colors and perfect for my goofball title. My oldest is just the goofiest kid. Actually, this morning he was awake at 6, which is not out of our normal, but being goofy at 6 a.m., I just was not having it. So yeah, he is just goofy all the time. So I thought that title was just perfect. I did decide to use this giant chipboard banner piece to fill in the space up to the top. Another way I could have was maybe some flags, or even just a big cluster. I don't think it would have looked out of place up there, but again, it just was such a big space to fill in with just having two 2x3 photos, and so I really liked the way that banner filled in that space without being overly busy. I guess it is kind of just with all the colors on the busy background, but I like the way that looked. So now I'm kind of going through my stash again. I have a bunch of different Disney collections and whatnot, so I will link some down below. I'm just loving the new ones, like I said. So I decided to add the smile to the right, even though he's not really smiling in either of them. However, if my youngest saw the picture on the right, he would get mad because it was supposed to be a really nice picture of the two of them in front of, you know, the Eiffel Tower at Disney. Instead, my oldest got all excited, put his hands up in the air with a shocked face, and blocked my youngest out of the picture. So he's still a little bit sour about that. So just kind of fun to go back, and I'm sure he'll remember that and just keep telling that story. So with the two pieces, I liked the camera and I liked that smile. I needed to find some layering pieces to go behind them. So on the left-hand side, I found the little arrow and I thought that was really cute. And then for the right-hand cluster, I found the ticket and then I guess another small arrow pointing in. And so I just wanted to keep them kind of simple clusters just because, again, that background paper is so busy. Initially, I had that circle Mickey, but liked the yay kind of flag instead. I liked how that kind of stood up a little bit. So I did add that kind of behind the camera there. Looked at my flares from Scrap and Happy Studio, but didn't really find any. I kind of had my clusters finished, so to speak. So those would have been too big to kind of add. So instead, I just take two small brads and add one to each of the clusters, and that is going to finish it off. So I hope you guys enjoyed this layout with leftover photos and scraps. I will link some of the Disney collections down below if you're interested, but I hope you enjoyed, and we will see you next time. Bye, guys.